Hey, everybody, listen to America's most dangerous podcast, Chubby Behemoth.
That's what they call us.
Yep.
We're raising them right.
It's because we're the only
Teach them how to
sane
use a
men left in
switchblade.
America. Yeah, exactly.
How to build a bomb. How to tell your teacher to suck it.
How to secret
How to pick
a bomb.
your face.
Yeah, how to pick, how to build.
You just picked.
How to secret.
You pick too sometimes.
We are joined today by Nathan Lund and Jake Becker, everybody. Becker's back.
I picked this way too much. Ooh.
Yeah, you dug a
saw
hole in your face in Chicago. It was great.
It festered. I meant to open the sets with... I wish this thing on my face was grosser and bigger looking. You know, bigger and grosser looking, but a bunch of people wouldn't have been able to see it. Hopefully the mic kind of covered it for a lot of the folks in the crowd. So
there's just so much gross shit when you're on stage that one little thing is like not noticeable.
Yeah, thanks.
Of course. Yeah.
Do 15 push-ups right now.
Why?
I'll bet you can't.
I bet you can't either.
I could. I'm
You
strong.
for sure can't. No, you can't.
I do other stuff. You're a wilting little daisy.
You don't do anything, dude. It's crazy.
I do shit all the time. You're an artist. I'm a hard-working man. I'm blue-collar.
No, dude.
You're a prissy little paint. You haven't had a real job in your life, and that's true.
Yeah, because I've worked so hard to be free from the capitalist system.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, you're sucking the dick of anybody who has a couple coins in their pocket so that you can get a taste.
Never sucked dick. Never sold my body.
Oh, yeah.
No. I literally just set the 5th highest score on the Yak Challenge, and you want to accuse me of not being an athlete? Meanwhile,
Oh yeah, that took a lot of strength and physical
you don't have
prowess.
any legs sometimes in photos because your gut eats your shins. But you want to say I'm the one who's out of shape? That's nuts. It's crazy for either of us to point any fingers.
Clear your throat.
I can't. I'm very sick. It's very dry here.
Yeah. It sounds good.
I can't believe you came in here casting aspersions about who of us is more of a wad. That's insane.
No, it's not. You came in swinging, and I gave it back.
I didn't come in swinging. I said you
Yes,
looked
you
gross.
did.
I didn't say, wow, I'm sure you can't
fine.
do anything.
That's totally
at all.
fine.
No, it is fine. It's good. Becker, why don't you weigh in? If you had to pick one of us first on a sporting team, who would you pick?
Well,
On a sporting team.
I was very
And also remember,
impressed.
Becker, the role on the team is not ball. Because I feel like if you wanted a ball, it would be Lund. But no, I'm saying competitor on your team. Active participant.
Man, after Sam's clip, I think I'd have to go with Sam.
Of course.
I would have done a good job
100%.
on that, I think.
I think you would have cracked under the pressure and spazzed. For sure.
If you would have,
I don't think
if you
so.
would have,
I don't know if I would have done
three-point
as
shot,
well.
You'd have been like amazing. It was
I know.
still
It took me-
incredible, but you'd have been top
Thank
tier
you.
competitor with a 3-pointer.
It took me 12 attempts to make 2 3-pointers, which, honestly, not bad. First time shooting in a couple of minutes. I mean, because you guys
You
know
didn't
when I
warm
wake up, I hit the court. I'm just out there from the crack of dawn until about noon when I come inside and throw hay in the barn. That's how I live. I'm a rural warrior.
You didn't warm up, right? You didn't take any practice shots of any of that stuff, right?
I warmed up by watching a magician say racial slurs. That was my warm-up.
I didn't know that there was another guy. I met the one dude, but then I just watched a video of a different guy who did the... he gave that dude Mitzi some markers and a picture of a person and told him to use a marker to color in the left sock, a marker to color in the right sock. Did you see that? That was a whole other guy. I guess they brought in a few.
It was Magic Week, so they had a magician in there every day. Yeah, and this was the ultimate.
Okay.
This was the finale of Magic Week, which was bringing on a man dressed like Larry the Lounge Lizard who made a pretty bold wordplay joke involving the word spade. Which, look, I'm not trying to get a comedian canceled, but I will cancel every fucking magician there is. They're the lowest form. They're a bunch of parlor deviants. They should just be hanging out in like the lobby of different hotels, trying to trick people into giving over their key cards. That's their only legitimate use in real life.
That marker thing was nuts, though. I don't know how some of that shit gets pulled off.
I don't either.
It's crazy.
He did a trick
I like
where
that
everything
part.
added up to 79. I do. I love the mysticism. You know that. As a follower of Shambhala, I pray to Madonna just like every other hardworking man in show business. I like to be mystified. I like the wool to be pulled away and realize it's not wool at all. It's been corduroy the whole time.
How's that house?
Dude, I don't know. Have you ever had this situation where you land at an airport and then you say, hey, by the way, wife, what's our address now for the next 6 months? And then you put the address in and you drive on a highway you didn't know existed until you were pounding the pavement. And you pull up to a place that is a town that exists, kind of. I've heard the name of this town, Rocky Ford, because, that's where the melons come from. But I literally pulled up to a house and was like, oh, I guess I live here for 6 months. All right. And then what's the first thing I did? Get my car stuck in the snow. That was the very first thing I did. I pulled up.
Where?
Just
right in front?
Yeah, there's like parking in front of our house because it's like a bunch of row homes. So I just pulled in and I was like, wow, there she is. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm really deep in the snow. And then I tried to reverse the car. And the first thing that our neighbors saw was me swearing into my steering wheel, burning rubber. Yeah. And me just with the windows up going. Just screaming how stupid I am to myself. My car's packed with shit too because I only loaded it up, so I look like I'm there to like finish some job. This is the closest I've ever looked to a hitman. I'm just a mysterious stranger who rolls up in a jet black Impala, and now I'm screaming swears inside the cabin and burning rubber. It's like I announced myself. It's like, try me. If Gerald's in there, you send him out. I don't care. Neither of us own this property. No one owns this land.
Intimidating your ex-wife and her new guy.
Oh, well, surely this
Fight me.
This isn't the doctor's husband. This couldn't
This isn't
be
over.
Yeah.
It's over when I say it's over.
Yeah, it's over when we're all over.
I gotta tell you my side. You walked in,
piece.
you saw what you saw, and you walked out, and you didn't let me say a goddamn word.
She was helping me tie my shoes.
My pants fell down. She was helping me pick them back up. My lower back hurt. I couldn't do it myself.
The cum was from earlier. I had previously came before she came in. And you know that I always come on the dog. That's my thing.
Gordy wasn't white originally.
So anyway, sorry about the. It's just a really strange feeling to show up somewhere and be like, "Oh, this is my address for 6 months."
Is this my beautiful house? Is this my beautiful wife? You touch her face.
I did.
Is it really you?
She was like, "Sammy," and I was like, "Emmy." The general lied. Those letters were a forgery. I've been in a POW camp for a year and a half. I would have crumbled so hard in a POW camp. I would have given up every state secret. They would have been like, all right, if you tell us the truth, you get a Slim Jim. I'd be like, he's the one. I just start pointing fingers, naming names.
Give me a marker and a big piece of paper, and I'll do the chart from the top down.
Yeah.
I'm going to circle the most important ones, the ones that are the most public. And then
we haven't even begun to torture you yet. Yeah, but I've been standing for like 8 minutes. What do you want? What do you want? A man has his limits. There's all these chairs in this room.
Why suffer, even one brutal smack to the face when I can just get this over with? The sooner I tell you what you want to know, the sooner I'm home playing Spider-Man 2 and getting stuck in the snow again, like I like.
And I do want to tell everyone I am dedicated to this pod because I am making a huge sacrifice right now.
Yeah, we had 2 very different days yesterday.
Yes, you both of them
got
were
on
brave.
got on your quick little flight to the Springs. You had a short drive home.
Yep.
You got stuck in the snow, but right outside of your place, and then you go in.
I got stuck in the snow, and then I opened the door and grabbed a PlayStation 5 out of the back seat and left everything else in the car. Emily was at the front door. She's like, "Baby, I missed you." I face shoved her out of the way.
Stiff arm.
Yeah. And I went right to the basement. And said, "Men at work, leave me alone."
Yeah, meanwhile, my flight was supposed to leave 45 minutes before yours. I was at the airport for like 8 hours. I just sat there. Luckily, I slept. Thank God for Noah and his Xanax, because I spent a lot of the time that I would have been just like punching walls and shoving people that weren't my wife out of my way, unconscious. And it helped, obviously. But man... what a day. What a difference a day makes.
Those chill pills go so far.
Well, and fucking everybody else, I don't count myself because I was unconscious, but we were on that plane for like 2.5 hours before they made us get off. Yeah. They were trying to figure out some navigation system that wasn't working. And I took the Xanax when they started boarding. You know, I was a little worried that it was going to hit like when I'm standing in line and I'm just going to like wander off. Yeah. But I got into my seat and fell asleep after a few minutes, and I woke up and I was like, "What?
We're home. We did it.
We're in the we landed. No, we haven't even done. We haven't left the gate." And it was so weird. And then we had to get off, and then I slept at the gate, you know, for another couple hours on and off, and still sucked though. You know, took forever to get home.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get it, man.
Spider-Man 2 for me.
I ate my Xanax, and then I couldn't even drink the orange juice that the flight attendant brought me in first class because I was so sleepy. So, yeah, I mean, it was tough all around.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would have bought your flight for the show we've known about for 11 months, a little earlier, maybe it wouldn't have been such a big deal. You know, I think you could have...
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, definitely bring that up.
Well,
definitely
I'm
blame
me. I'm not blaming you. It's a learning experience.
Yeah, well, it just as easily could have been you that could have gotten F'd in the A.
Yeah, it could have been me, but it wasn't because I'm the best.
You know, part of your confusion with your home is probably that you didn't know where it was. You thought it was La Junta until 3 weeks ago. It's a different place.
Emily
How far away is it?
Also, Emily told me before the pod to not say we lived in Rocky Ford, so
I thought about that too.
I blew it right away. But
I thought about that too. Keep up the lie. You live in La Junta so that, you know, they look for you there, those Colombian assassins. Or no, Ecuadorian, I guess. That's where you were causing trouble.
Yeah, because
that's
of my
where you spilled the beans.
I did. I spilled some in that toilet, and now the village can't dump inside. I was like,
you put a bunch of wipes in there.
Why would I eat them first? Oh, I could just dump them right in the bowl, and I lose weight, feel great. All right. Yeah, no, I live, it's like, I think it's 12 minutes from La Junta. Emmy's over there right now showing her little ass for fucking ducats, you know? She's dancing over there at Igby's Gone Right. Emmy got a job showing her tits at Chondo's every morning on Mondays, so.
Are there any other weird little picadillos about that place? Because the funny thing that we found out together was that in the master bed, because it's an Airbnb most of the time, and like a lot of stupid ass, we can fit 72 people in there, 72 it's virgins like for your Muslim ass.
Yeah,
there's bunk beds. It's weird
because there's no Muslims bedroom. Allowed. That's in the Airbnb bylaws, and that's Rocky Ford's rule.
But
there's a fucking bunk bed in our room, which will be great for when you guys come over and do the pod, because then we can all just... It's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted my buddies and my wife all in one room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the dream,
Listening
man.
to you fuck.
Yeah, you guys... One of you has to have your head under the covers, and the other one has to wear a blindfold. I wouldn't make both of you. But you guys are going to be on the top bunk, and then the bottom will just be down there pounding, and you can stare at the bed and think, God, that could be us.
So close and yet so far.
There's so many bedrooms in this house. I mean, it's really pretty. It's a craftsman-style home. I'm going to get a lot of work done in here. I can't wait. I can't wait to just
100% complete on Spider-Man 2.
Well, so I got Spider-Man 2. That came for free with the PlayStation 5. But then also I had to download GTA 5 again. I had to get Ghost of Tsushima again. I had to get Horizon, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. So I just have a lot of work I have to do. So this pod moving forward will be 20 minutes long per episode. So yeah, little micro tastes of our lives. They'll come out bi-weekly, 20 minutes an ep. And then for the Patreon subscribers, we had a good run. We're shutting down the Patreon because I have to figure out if Miles Morales can fly or if it's just a spider webbing. I don't know. But yeah,
Becker,
I haven't turned mine on in a month.
No, answer. His question probably.
I never got to that one. I'm still playing the Miles Morales game.
A loser.
So
What about the lore, the canon?
Oh, the games are a totally different canon. Miles has electric powers and can disappear.
Yeah, and Miles and Peter Parker have teamed up to be two Spider-Mans in one city.
That happens.
And now it's now that Miles Morales is Spider-Man, I understand J. Jonah Jameson's complaints. It's he is dangerous, It isn't safe to have him out there.
It's funny that they always do that. Well, I guess part of it is that there's bad, evil mutants. But it's funny, in New York, when Spider-Man shows up, there aren't other freaks or superheroes, So when a guy shows up and starts saving people, it's crazy to think that he's a bad guy, right? Why would you?
Well, it's even crazier because there were already, even in any timeline, the Fantastic Four already existed and were public superheroes.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so people knew what a superhero was and still thought, that's Spider-Man's the devil. J. Jonah Jameson says so.
What god does he pray to?
Right. Yeah. What all Spider-Man does is protect cockfights? What the hell? He's just if he's not frying plantains, he's protecting cockfights and racing for pinks. It's this guy's the worst.
Turn the music down.
Spider-Man's reign of terror continues until the city admits that every day is the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So yeah, we're all sacrificing, Lund had a big day yesterday, and I had to watch football on the TV until I switched over to watching on my phone, so Spider-Man downloaded finally. I mean, it was a tough day.
Oh, God, it was rough. After a perfect weekend, too. Everything in Chicago, everything about the shows, before, during, after, was wonderful. Great food, great friends.
Yep.
A little bit of very pretty snow falling for, the better part of a couple of days while we were there.
Oh, yeah. Long walk in the park. Beautiful.
I found a meatball. By Lake Michigan.
Did you eat it?
Just kidding.
Okay.
No. I did have a little gout pain for my fucking drive home, but it has subsided already today, so I'm cautiously optimistic that I towed the line enough in Chicago that I just had a little slap on the wrist, on my toe's wrist, as opposed to last time was it was so bad. It took forever. It sucked. Well, it went from my big toe to my right ankle. It was just this whole fucking. So hopefully this is just a little one, and I can go back because I was pretty good. You and I both were good. We had a big salad.
Yep.
You got at that MFK, that very nice restaurant that the owner told us to come in and he'd take care of us.
Yep.
Yeah, Scotty. He or you were curious about a dish that involved pork belly, but you said you mostly wanted to know about the leeks and
I wanted to try
beet
the leeks. I love leeks.
puree. And they brought that out, so that was, a little bit less meat. I don't know. I only had one Wagyu double cheeseburger instead of several. So
but
there were.
You know what it was, though? Didn't you guys have McDonald's after the Thursday show?
I had fries. I just had fries.
Only had fries. Wow. Because you were adorable.
The hardest thing I've ever had to do was go into a McDonald's hungry and say, 1 large fry, please. I couldn't believe it. I wanted 4 double cheeseburgers real bad.
Yeah. I mean, I had 2, and that was my sacrifice. I ate them cold. So that was nice of me.
My sacrifice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like you were prescient because the McDonald's was on across the street, essentially. And when Noah and I left, you still had another show to go, that roast battle show. And so you asked for 2 double cheeseburgers, and I was like, man, yeah, I mean, I'll come back in here and bring them to you. And you're like, no, just go back to the hotel. I'll eat them when I get there. And I was like, you would rather us get you 2 double cheeseburgers and have them sit in the hotel room than go over there yourself. But you said that there was a lot of police activity there when you walked by, so you might not have been able to get in there. Something told you.
Yeah, it's my spider sense.
You needed to have them ordered sooner than later. Yeah,
I've been tuning into
real.
The Spider-Verse. It's real. Yeah, I knew. And also, look, when the roast battle show was fun, but I did not want to be there, and I was pretty clear about that with everyone who asked me to do it. That I hate roast battles and I hate judging them. So I think an even bigger fuck you to everyone assembled when I was the special guest they advertised to sell tickets was to sit up there and just eat McDonald's. That would have been even worse. That'd have been like, oh, look at Sam T. He's completely clocked out. He does not give a shit. He is on his, 3rd spicy McChicken. Okay, he's setting the record here at Sandy's tonight. Yeah, no, but when I left the roast battle, there was a situation where me and a woman were crossing at a light. And you could tell that she was like afraid of me because I had I have a portable hood that my dad got me. It's like a balaclava. And, just in general, I give off lady killer vibes. And I mean that in the traditional sense. I don't mean that in the new cool guy sense. I mean a man who hunts women and gets
Gacy.
Off. Not on, yeah, exactly, Gacy, but for
Gacy,
girls.
not Patrick Dempsey. But for girls, yeah.
It's funny that Gacy...
Bundy.
There was a hint in his name the whole time. Gacy. Interesting. How deep does this thing go? I wonder if any of the other true crime podcasts have figured that out yet. Gacy. Wow. Still got it, Sam.
So what happened with the woman?
So she was scared. So I crossed the street the other way so she could cross at the light. But then I looked down the street, and there were just 2 street people having a real midnight carnival out there. Screaming. A lot of, one guy was slapping his chest, and another guy was head down and, laugh giggling. So then I have to recross the street, and now it looks like I'm just an apex predator following the movements,
Slow playing it.
Now I know, it's like, oh, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's done this before.
Throw her off the scent. You're just a guy. You're going a different direction.
And she also sees the street people, but then she sees me, and she looks behind her, and she sees me, and now I'm walking really slow. I'm walking like Michael Myers now. Yeah. I look like I'm making a game of it. There's no win.
That is a tough one. Do you speed up so that you can walk past them and end it? Have it be and have that be very scary until you walk by without grabbing her and saying, "You're coming with me."
Yeah.
Or do you? Yeah. If you stay back there, which is even, I think, worse because, like you said, you have to slow down your gait, and so now she thinks that you're matching her or whatever and slow playing it, and it's fucking it's fucked. Mm-hmm. You have to yell out, "Friend, I'm married."
It's not.
You're not my type.
Being a man. Yeah. Look at you. You don't even have them. Yeah,
my wife's jugged up. Don't worry, I am not semi-hard right now.
Hey, I don't have any board wax, so I'm not going surfing, flatty. So keep it moving. keep moving those cheekless pants.
Flatty.
Your pants are cheekless. I don't want any of that. Look at me. I like to dig deep. I like to barely even. I don't even want to be able to hit the hole through all the cheek meat. I think that would be a tough part of being a butt fuck guy, like a guy who likes butt fucking. Is how deep? You got to split them. You don't even get the good. Anyway, this is not good for the YouTube algorithm. But I will say this: I would never do that to a woman.
Say it.
I would never do that.
What, butt fuck?
No, attack a woman on the
Yes.
street. No.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Now, Becker was telling me a fun story about his last 24 hours. Becker, let's catch up with you. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Becker's Corner.
I got food poisoning last night from, I believe, a breakfast pizza from Walmart.
You sure you didn't get dude poisoning?
How?
Which is
How?
the HIV
How?
virus?
It was a frozen pizza
They're
with
refrigerated.
food
They make
that's
them
not
at the
real.
deli, and it's
Oh,
eggs.
okay. Sorry. I was going to
Yeah.
blast you.
No,
I don't like when people get food poisoning and it's really just that their stomach is a pussy.
Yeah, that's
His
definitely
stomach is
not
not
what's
weak.
going on. Yeah.
It is. He gets food poisoning a lot. He's what are you, fourth kid? Your dad didn't have any strong semen left. That's why your sinuses are small. You need glasses.
Yeah,
And
Your hair looks
things
like a
make you
drawn
sick.
clown. Yeah.
Food makes you sick when it should give you life.
Yeah. I do also eat
You got the
out a lot.
recessive genes.
But yeah, this was a bad one. This was one of those ones where like the math didn't add up. Like I had 4 slices of pizza and then puked for 6 hours.
Right.
Which
Now, what did you
doesn't
eat
make
before
any
that?
Sense. Nothing. I hadn't eaten.
didn't eat
since the
anything
night
all day?
before. Yeah.
And then you put a bunch of microwaved poison into your body, and you're like, why am I ill?
It's like baked in the oven. And
No, it's breakfast pizza, which is strike one, and it's from Walmart, which is strike two.
yeah.
And you ate it at, 1 a.m. off the hood of your car? So you're out.
I ate it at like 6:30 p.m. and then I had like 4 slices. I didn't even overeat. I didn't have any dessert because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to stay
Because you weren't a
awake
good
till-
boy. You didn't
I was
earn
trying
it.
to stay awake till
You didn't
Lund
earn
got
it.
back to town, and then I sat on the couch and got sleepy anyway, and fell asleep on the couch with like my arms crossed. And then when Nathan knocked on the door, I woke up, but I felt pretty fine then. I had like kind of a upset stomach, but I just thought like, oh, I was already asleep and my body thinks it's time to shit. So I like went to bed because I didn't need to shit yet, and then I woke up at 3, howling, vomit.
And people always ask,
Ooh.
why don't you guys let Becker talk more? And this is why, because this is what he's up to. Lund has airport antics. I'm becoming Cuban Spider-Man. Becker is scream vomiting in his empty house that he won from a church raffle. So
Yeah, dude,
it's
it
just
was
different.
rough.
We read the room.
Yeah. And then I finally fell asleep at like 9, or no, I fell asleep at like 7:30 and slept till 9:30. So I got like
3
another-
to 7:30 you were awake? Barfing?
Yeah. I was barfing till probably about 7, and then I had like 30 minutes
Clutching
of
your
calming
tummy
down and
and-
got kind of... Yeah, dude, it was bad. So I think those
I'm
eggs
so
got
sorry.
me. It's okay. It sucks because that was like one of the things I like to have, you know, once every couple of months as like a treat because it's terrible for you, but it was always good. And I don't think I'll ever eat it again. It was so fucking gross.
In
Going
most
the other
parts
way.
of the world, a treat is a ripe pear. But in your twisted, manacled brain, a treat is half of a breakfast pizza from Walmart. That's what I'm understanding?
It's biscuit with country gravy and then scrambled eggs and cheese.
The crust is biscuit?
Yeah, and it's like a nice biscuit consistency. They're not like lying.
That sounds good. I'm going to
Your
get
treat
one.
They're-
is...
I'd wait
is
a couple of
something-
days.
Yeah, the batch is bad right now. Your treat is the contents of a murdered lot lizard stomach. That's what you think a treat is. 'Cause
Yeah,
when they do
dude.
the autopsy on a 17-year-old runaway that they find outside of Rio Rancho, that's what you want as a, oh, I earned it, I've been good. God,
Yeah,
this country.
Biscuits
That
and
sounds
gravy,
good.
but vertical. It's great. And then you got
Vertical
sausage
gravy.
on top. No, the biscuits and gravy is just served in a vertical stack instead of on a plate.
Damn. I like to imagine whoever made it is like their butt itches and they have gloves on and they can't decide if they should take the gloves off or just say fuck it. They're like low on gloves. Man, my manager yelled at me because I've been going through a box of gloves every 2 shifts.
And a couple pairs of underwear.
And then 4 minutes later, Becker walks up. 1 breakfast pizza, please. And the guy just like sneezes on him.
Yeah, it sucked.
The guy's bleeding from a wound in his head. And he's like, you want me to put this in a box? And Becker's like, it's not going to make it out of the store. Don't worry. Just put it on a
Feed me,
hubcap.
Seymour.
Yeah.
It's always it's a nice thing to have when it's going to be like a really cold night and you don't have anything to do. You know,
Becker
like,
was
it's
there
slowly
on
great.
it's a monthly promotion. It's the Sunday, eat it directly out of the hands out of the guy who cooked it promotion.
What's going
that
bad
guy.
first? What's discounted because it's been here a while?
Wait, don't get out the price gun yet. We've been watching the tape, and it looks like Becker just pulled in. So, if anything, raise the price on it, because he'll pay whatever he needs to.
And I also broke down on I-25 on Saturday or Friday coming
Crying?
home from Pueblo. I wasn't crying, but it was very cold. It was like as the sun went down, so it went from like 50 to 30 real quick.
Oh, your car broke down. I thought you
Yeah,
meant you
that's
had
crazy.
a complete mental breakdown. I tried I-25. Why am I driving back here? I hate it here.
Yeah, my car died, and
Ugh.
that was a nightmare getting it towed. And I was like trying to be a good little boy, and I didn't stop at the Italian deli in Pueblo because I was trying to eat better. And I was like,
It's your whole thing.
I'll have a salad when I get home from the deli because I had
I'll
a
have
free
50 salads.
punch on my card. And I was like, I'll be good. And then broke down and had to get a tow, and then had like no options other than fast food by the time I got back to town.
And you
I
were like,
really
so it's not
fucked
all
myself. No, I was pretty mad about it because I could have gone to that
Life
really
finds
nice
a way.
Italian deli. That Italian deli in Pueblo is like, you'll see. It's so good.
It fucks.
I'll take you.
Yeah,
You'll see. Everyone will
wanna
see.
go. You'll all see.
Well, speaking of getting it,
Pepsi.
speaking of getting it towed, shout out to the legendary Toad's family
This is
came
a
out to the
free one.
shows. I know,
This is a free
I'm
one.
saying. That's okay. Long-time
check it out.
listeners, yeah, they're listening. They're like, "Oh, they had such a good time. We should probably listen to the pod." Yeah, all the surviving Toad mates, all the the battle toads, as we call them. All of Noah's family came to the show on Saturday, the middle show. And he was so nervous all weekend. But he did a good job on that one. The other 5, it's a toss-up, but he brought it for
It's
his
like when
family.
you're sick. It's like when you're sick and you get on stage and are able to have like the best set of your life.
Right,
Yeah.
yep.
He made himself sick with fear, and then his body was able to carry him through the set that mattered most. No, yeah, he did well. I went down and lurked, because I was up after him for the last 3 to 5 minutes of his set each night, and he was doing better and better. I think the first set was a little rocky, but after that,
First set, heinous bomb. Truly terrible.
I don't know if that's true, but it was rocky. It was Rocky Ford, and then got better and better. I know he did well most of the shows. So that's
Yeah, I was
good.
happy to see it. He slept on the ground like a dog. I'm thinking for the last half of this podcast, what if we really just gave the fans what they want, which is a half-hour of Toad talk plus me eating pistachios while gaming.
You're gaming.
How's that sound? No, I'm just saying I could be gaming right now. I'd rather be gaming. What if I just munched pistachios with a controller in my hand while blasting Noah's lost cousin? That's what the people
And
want,
I'll-
and I think we should give it to them.
They only
I'll
want a
say-
third of that.
What?
They only want one
They want
third
a
of
third
that.
of that. Yeah.
They love the
and
pistachios, yeah.
I want to say too that Jake and/or myself probably would have driven up to see you today if it weren't for the storm. It snowed a bunch there. It snowed a bunch here. So, I want to see your place. We would have fucking recorded yesterday if it weren't for my plane shenanigans. I was gonna go from Denver to your place and check it out and do a pod, and I threw it out there that you could give me a haircut, but all of those things did not happen. I was gonna watch you play Spider-Man 2.
You were going to watch.
I wasn't gonna ask if I could play. I just wanted to watch,
correct,
like a little brother. An older little brother. That's a funny dynamic when the younger one is the alpha. That's such a funny... I feel bad for the older brother who gets cucked by the superstar.
Yeah. No, I mean...
by the chosen one.
I know what you mean, yes. I would not have let you play. I'm dead serious.
Oh,
well,
I thought you were thinking of someone.
No, I'm just. I'm glad you know that your role in here is to cheer me on and say, "Nice swing."
Yeah,
yeah.
I played I finished the first. I almost maybe 98%. I got all the skins, all the outfits. I played the fuck out of it. So, I know exactly how cool it is, but it doesn't mean I would have needed a turn. I would have liked to have seen the graphics on the 5 and. The mechanics. You could have talked me through it.
Mm-hmm. I could have said
you would have had to go to the bathroom at some point, and then I would have picked up the controller, played for like 45 seconds.
I would have
before you came in.
I would have brought the controller into the bathroom. I know when where I'm vulnerable, and I wouldn't want to let you strike or exploit me. Yeah, I really wanted you guys to come over today, but the snow is bad down here. Complete blizzard warning for Huerfano County, and it would have been nice to see you guys, but we'll get into the swing of things completely when it thaws. All the fucking trees down here are dead. They all look like a ganglion brain system. It looks like a cross section of nerves. I don't know how you guys live with that.
They're not all dead down here. We have live trees. It's winter, so I'm
barren.
guessing.
Yeah.
They're barren.
I'm guessing
But
you mean they're
barren
actually dead. You're saying they're actually dead, or they just don't have leaves? Did you expect them to have leaves?
Well,
are you expecting more pine trees, more coniferous?
I didn't expect to have a bunch of skeleton fingers growing out of the ground. That's not what I thought. I didn't think it would be bone trees for the Goblin Lord.
You're scared.
I am scared. I have not been outside since I got here.
We got to figure out what we're gonna do with this weekend, because we can, we'll be together for Lucha Libre and laughs, and so maybe I come up to you Friday, we drive up together, and then spend the night, and then Saturday we have our special day at your new home that we should have had Sunday.
I think that would be great. I would really like that.
Oh, and football. Fucking football, dog. Playoff football.
I know.
Get some Walmart breakfast pizza for Jakey. Make him learn to trust again.
God, it'll be a while.
It won't be, though. That's the thing. As you say it right now.
It tasted the exact same both ways, dude. It ruined it. It was like a booze puke that ruins the flavor of booze forever.
I could have told you it was going to taste like vomit, but no one ever calls me. Me, legendary gourmand, one of the world's best eaters, no one calls me and says, "Hey, is this going to taste like vomit?" And I could tell you yes or no.
It's not what he said. He said it tasted the same going in, which doesn't mean it tasted like vomit going in.
If it tasted like the same thing, and at one point it was vomit, then it tasted like vomit the first time too.
That's not what that's saying means.
That's the logic of that statement. Yes.
No, it's not.
It was like such
if
a simple deal.
then B.
The flavors held up. Oh, God.
This morning, I was unaware, but Emily had a little toilet problem here on her second
Yes.
night. Yes. Well, you knew about it, Lund, because she called me and she said, "Hey, there's a gas leak in the house, so the cops are on their way." It was like 1 a.m. And I was like, "Oh, no, well, keep me posted." I have to go back to listening to Lund. It's so funny when she was like, "Oh, there's a gas leak. The fire department's coming. I'm so afraid." And I was like, Okay, cool, keep me posted. And then back to playing MTG Arena on my phone as me and Lund watch SportsCenter for the third time. It's like, look, Toots, I loved you the whole time you were alive, and I'll miss you if you're gone. But
I can't help you now.
yeah, I'm gone. I'm in Chicago. I'm in Chi-Town. We got to figure out new things to say to Noah. So anyway, the cops come. They test it. She smelled the rotten odor of eggs, which they put in like monoxide, you know. And they're like, "There's no gas in here." So she slept across the street at the owner's house, as they're in Papua New Guinea. So she comes back in the morning, doesn't smell like gas. So she's like, "Well, I don't know what it is." She keeps hammering that toilet downstairs with her legendary bombs. So this morning, unbeknownst to either of us, allegedly, she didn't tell me this was happening. A plumber came at 8 a.m. So I wake up in a room that I've never slept in before. I wake up immediately pissed that I'm not playing Spider-Man in my sleep, that they don't have some device that allows a man to game when he's unconscious. And I wake up to plumber, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then this house has an alarm. So the dude like tried to open the door and the alarm goes off. So it's just
What? Why would he do that?
I don't know. So I come out there just in my undies, shirtless, and open the door on a very handsome 50-year-old man and his 3 sons, who are all the plumbers. The plumber brigade is here. And they see me. Yeah. So, and I don't know how to turn the alarm off either. I haven't had time to put my wig on. So it's just me, just shirtless in my undies, screaming over the alarm. What? I don't know how to turn it off. So they're like, "Hey, we're here because the owner said the toilet was malfunctioning." And I was like, "All right, likely story. That adds up for sure. Okay, you are in the right place."
And we think we know what the problem is.
Yeah. Put your hands behind your back, sir. Put your hands behind your back.
The problem's right in front of us. We're going to need a bigger toilet.
Who, me? Couldn't be.
We're going to have to do a special order. This is not a prefab situation.
So they go in the basement. They put her around down there for an hour and a half. I sit on the couch. I put a shirt on. I sit on the couch, and I'm like, all right, I guess I just wait this out. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I wake up to one of the teenage sons standing over me going, "Sir, sir, sir." And I come out. I'm like, "Oh, am I dead? Like, is there an angel here now to spirit me away?" Because I woke up in the living room. I don't know where I am. There's a boy standing over me calling me sir. And he brings me downstairs and he's like, "Here's the problem. The groundings are cracked." And I was like, "Well, what could do that?" And the guy's like, "Well, usually what happens is this house is empty for a long time. And then someone comes in and uses the toilet 3 times in the one day. Like they come in and they just are flushing it." He didn't say feeding it, but you know, that's overfeeding the toilet after a long period of fast. So Emily, we have evidence now that Emmy plus abandoned toilet means 4 plumbers are necessary and the fire department comes. So yeah,
you keep
that was
saying
my morning.
So why is everything in the basement? You put the TV down there, the toilet's down there. Why is everything basement oriented down there?
Well, I mean, there's an upstairs with the kitchen and this big beautiful dining room and the living room, and then our bedroom is up here and another bedroom, and there's a toilet upstairs. But Emmy has put me back into my she took me back to my roots. I've gone subterranean. So my toilet is downstairs, and it's in the snooker room, where that's where my TV and my gaming station is set up. So I've been relegated, and she gets to be upstairs above the dirt. She's training me for death, is what she's doing. And guess what? If hell has Spider-Man 2, let's ride. If I can pop Zyn and vape cool weed, I don't need to be alive. Being alive's tough.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
I'm jealous of you guys. You guys are over there in Snowtown. I'm sure it's beautiful.
I was just glad to. I was glad I didn't have to drive in any snow. After all that shit, I was, like I said, I slept a bunch, but it was still like a long day. Whatever. Had to get. I blasted two big Red Bulls because I was still feeling kind of tired.
Whoa.
When I had to start driving south, and yeah. I'm glad that the roads were fine. It hadn't snowed at all, so I didn't have to worry about that on top of everything else.
Yeah.
That would have been rough.
I was worried about you. I was scared you weren't going to make it down, but I also couldn't check my phone because, Spider-Man.
You just kept saying out loud, "Make it home safe, please, please, God, the devil, Kabbalah, look over my friend."
You were kind of like Schrödinger's Lund, because if I don't check my phone, you're not alive or dead. But as soon as I check that phone, Lund's
both.
dead. Crap, now I can't play Spider-Man? How long can I leave that message on red before people do the math on it? Creech keeps calling. He's dead. I'm like, no, you have infinite lives. You just go back to the save spot that you had before. So I'm good. I don't know the controls yet, so I am dying a little more than I want to. But yeah, no, everything's cool, Creech. Don't worry. Yeah, it's a crazy world out there. But I was what?
I was just going to ask if you've played those other games, or if you downloaded them while you played Spider-Man, setting yourself up for future success. Yeah. Okay.
I did download them as I was playing Spider-Man. And then Emily, when she went to bed, she said, video games are the gayest thing you can do. And I said, I'm well aware. I know. I need 4 days. I'm just taking 4 days off, Emmy. And she's like, okay, I know. I'm just saying this is lame. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Go upstairs, please. Put the bell around your neck so I can hear you coming.
That's not fair, because there's all kinds of dumb ways you can waste. What kind of stupid games are on her phone that she doesn't think count? She still plays Candy Crush 20 years later.
Right, because she's adorable.
That's not adorable. It's concerning.
It was adorable. That's the thing, is I think that my big gift as an adult man in America is I can see how adorable my friends are. I can see the innocence in the ones I love. You this weekend being like, I gotta be careful. I don't want my toesies to hurt. That was adorable, and I think you did do a good job. I was very
not really.
Well, I didn't see how much chicken you ate from Henry. I'm sure that when I was not in that room, I bet you crushed a bunch of that delicious Chinese meal.
I would have had. So when I got up there after my set, I ate what was left in there, and it wasn't much. And I can't say that I would have left. If there was twice as much as what I had, if I would have left,
there would have been no survivors. Yeah,
probably not. I don't know. I was trying. I was trying to do a good job. I could have had half of one of those Wagyu burgers. Instead, I had a whole one. Well, the Matthew, the host, offered me his. He had taken a bite and was too full, and I was like, yeah, I'll eat that one. So I could leave. There were two that I don't think had been touched, and I was like, maybe a couple randos will come up. There were some randos that fucking heard the dinner bell.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I did not have as much of the chicken as I could have.
Well, I'll say what happened to the chicken. And I don't feel good about this.
Yeah, we know why.
But there was
You don't have to blind item.
Blind item. There allegedly was a gigantic tray of chicken thighs that were done in nugget form, but there was probably 15 pounds of available chicken mass in that room.
No.
I think at least 10. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 15, because Henry knew who he was bringing food to. It was the Wad Squad. And
yeah, I bet it was a big aluminum tray, a deep aluminum tray of
right.
delicious fried chicken bites.
Right. It was
a lot of it.
So anyway, Jason Melton doesn't eat meat. Alex Luchin. I saw what he had. Luchin is a man that respects the needs of others. But there was one young culprit in there, a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed young thing. Let's just say this. It was Eli and Cooper's brother, okay? And he was a funny guy. He was friends with Matthew. I was like, hang out all weekend, buddy.
I like
He's
him. I like
cracking
him a
us
lot.
up.
I'm glad he was there.
I do too.
One of the few people where I met him and wanted more. You know, like
Yes.
instead of like, all right, that'll do. I have
kid,
to
Peyton.
like not.
Yeah. His name was Peyton.
Yeah, I'm a
He's
fan.
23. He is cherubic. You know, I don't want to say a big fat guy, but I bet when he hits puberty, he'll skinny out. You know, but a guiguo in training. Okay. And Peyton, I saw him serve himself a plate, and there was a little bit of rice, a little bit of fried rice on the plate, and then a shitload of chicken is the only way I can put it.
Little decoy amount of fried rice to be like, oh, maybe it was maybe it wasn't that insane. There was some rice on there. Maybe it was more than
Right. Yeah. Well, now it's not like everyone's going to think, oh, Peyton only ate chicken. No, I have some rice on there. I'm clean. No one can be mad at me. So the first helping of chicken that he had could have served all of Miles Morales' family when they came over on that raft made of a door. And I mean, if the guys in the Andes had it, they wouldn't have had to eat each other for an extra week. That's how much chicken was on this first plate. And I was like, you know what? Good for you, kid. This is really good chicken. You don't have a show tonight.
Your face must have gotten hot. We both looked at each other when the food first showed up and then the vultures descended. We looked at each other because it was like, all right, are we going to be pissed? Are we going to have to bite our tongues as they bite our chicken? And
Right.
It could have been worse, but I missed out on this because I went downstairs and then did my set, so I didn't see a lot of this fucking horse shit.
I'm just saying, it was more than a pound of chicken, is what his initial serving was. I thought that maybe he was going to go take some downstairs and give it to his friends who were not allowed in the green room. That's how much chicken was on his plate initially. I was like, okay, well, this is no way he's going to... How can this kid have the balls to dome an eighth of the chicken in our green room that he's a guest in? Anyway, so I go downstairs. I watch a little bit of Noah. I ask for some more water. I come back up. Something has happened to the chicken on Peyton's plate. It's gone. I don't know where it all could have gone, but anyway, okay, well, I'm glad he ate it. Maybe he ate it. I'm glad he got a lot of chicken. I bet it was good. What a treat for him to be in the green room for the legend Sam Tallent. So I sit there. Yoni from Kill Tony shows up with some omakase sushi, which is awesome.
Dude, I wish we could shout out his lady's restaurant because that burger was incredible. The 2 pieces of sushi I got were wonderful.
Yeah, it was
Top
great.
notch.
It was great sushi. Also, he shows up with 15 Wagyu sliders. So I'm like, man, there's a bunch of food here. So many options for everyone. And I sit in my chair, and all my friends are there, and all these chefs are there, and just all these like exciting, creative people that are gathered to celebrate my sold-out 6 shows at Zany's. And then, so I'm floating. I'm just the happiest a man can be. And then I notice a certain person pick up an empty plate and make a move towards the chicken. And I think, no fucking way, Peyton. Are you fucking kidding me? You're going back for more chicken. And back for more chicken he did. His second plate was half of his first plate. No rice to get in the way. No smoke screen on this one. He just went full raw dog. And
The mask is off.
yes, he has tasted blood, and now he will not
And he
end
likes
until he's eating a beating heart out of the palm of his hand. And he ate a bunch more chicken. The kid must have eaten 2.5 pounds of chicken. And it wasn't like I did my set, came back up. He's hungry again. Oh, there's a bunch of chicken left. I'll have some more. No.
Some people came through and had some, and this is probably just going to sit there and get
He was licking the
cold.
first kill off his fingers. And before the body was even cold, he was back for more on his next victim. I've never seen anyone eat so much chicken. And that wasn't even the most upsetting thing that we experienced this weekend. Because Becker, I think I interacted with the smelliest person alive.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
Where?
They're at Zany's, and look, I'm not.
It wasn't a random sewer person. He didn't come out of a manhole and say, "Hey, your book kept me warm last winter."
Oh, yeah, he's like, "Oh, me and all my mole friends ate your book, and it made it survive." No, so I'm there, sweet guy, big fan.
Listening right now.
I don't want to reveal too much about the guy because there was plenty of smelly people. There was plenty of smelly people who were there this weekend. I was smelly. As Lund knows, I had one pair of underwear. And I rocked those until the wheels fell off. All right? So I was probably guilty of reekability, certain moments in there. But man, this guy just had either
Somebody shit his pants.
I don't want to say who, but somebody for sure put a bunch of shit in his pants. And I don't know if it was in the britches or if the pockets were stuffed. But there was human shit somewhere on his person. And I had to stand there and pose for various pictures. And then at the end of it, he was like, "Can I get a hug?" And I was like, "This is what you've been training for. All those years." All those years of living in group homes and eating out of dumpsters and yourself wearing nothing but overalls without any undies, no socks in your old secondhand shoes. I gave him a big hug, and I held him. And then I reported back to Nathan at the hotel. I hugged a man with shit in his pants.
I didn't go down there for the first shows.
Yeah.
First couple shows.
Yeah.
And then, because I thought, or I know that it can get chaotic down there when everybody's leaving and the staff are trying to turn the room. You definitely feel in the way. Last year when we were there, Sam had shirts and I helped him sell them. And it was hard because there's not a good there wasn't a good place for us to set up. So we're like right by the stage and trying to find people's sizes, and they want to, some people get it and just, kind of say hi and do the couple minutes and go. And some people lurk. And so, the staff is not stoked to have to work around all these fucks.
Whether they're fast and efficient, hey, thanks for the shirt, I'm out of here. Whether they linger for 3 minutes and tell me about a show they saw me do in Springfield, I love you. I'm so grateful, sincerely.
Of course, it's just the conditions.
But if you have shit in your pants,
aren't ideal.
maybe move it along, because he sat in that room for 90 minutes at this point. And it was active. It wasn't a secret flare-up. The volcano had erupted, and I didn't know what to do. But I grinned and I bared it, and now I'm telling, the assembled thousands who are here to listen that one of you is guilty of pants shitting, and you know who I'm talking about because you're the one who's guilty, and I have not revealed your true identity, but good God, if you have just a big old dump in your handmade pants, please scrape it out before you come to the meet and greet. That's all I'm going to say.
Well,
and I'm saying that as someone who I'm sure, when Lund went on his date with his longtime girlfriend, Chella, I had some shit in my pants. All right? And he called me out for it. And he said, "Get out of here. You reek like shit." And I did.
Well,
and
no.
that was on me.
No,
that was on
you didn't. You didn't act literally, because your smell was feet, cigarettes, armpit.
Yeah.
It wasn't literal feces, but
I smelled like a castaway on a Moroccan pirate ship. It was like there was hashish.
That's
monkey
right.
smell. Yeah,
frankincense. I think, or I liked the idea because I want to believe in people that they're good.
Active load.
I came up with a scenario that the guy stepped in dog shit on his way in, notices when he's at his seat, doesn't want to track dog shit all over the place, so he freaks and he doesn't think it through. He cleans it off with his hand,
Right.
and now he's got dog shit on his hand. And he doesn't want to go into the bathroom, open the door. You got shit on the door. You got shit on the handle. So he wipes it on his pants. But I don't think that's what happened. I think he pooped. He pooped, and he still wanted to meet his hero.
And he did. And I hugged him. And I put my arm around him. And I posed for a picture with him.
And he said it's going to be okay.
Said everything's going to be fine. Look, I was once you. And now I have moved beyond that.
It gets better.
Yeah, there's hope for you.
It gets wetter when you go in the shower.
It gets spreader. Spread your cheeks. If you have a deep, fat dumper, don't let the walls get caked. Anyway, Becker, do we have an ad read?
We do not.
That's probably for the best.
I wish we had an ad read for Tushy.
Yeah, I know.
Coming up
Hey,
soon.
Becker, did you hear?
We could
Yeah.
send one to that guy, to your
I
fan.
gotta respond to the email. I just saw it this morning.
They're sending them all to Lund's house, I think. Hey, guys, this was another great episode, Chubby Behemoth. Get on that Patreon. We are almost at 1,000 patrons, and we will come up with some kind of goof and gag to do, and we've assembled 1,000 of you people.
We said something, but I can't remember what
We
it is.
said Becker would relapse, but Emily said that she would be really mad if we allowed that to happen. So,
What if me and
You know.
you try heroin for the first time at 1,000?
I've snorted
Becker's-
heroin before. I've
Becker
never
babysits.
spiked it. Yeah, Becker, you have to watch. That's even in worse punishment for Becker. He has to watch us use heroin. Yeah,
Watch us
rather
blast
use-
off.
there's a guy who can get it for us. I know. I met him at the gas station over here in Huerfano County. So yeah, join our Patreon, please. Patreon.com/ShowBehemoth. $5 a month gets you so many great episodes where we really let it blast. And also, come see me. I have so many fucking tour dates, and I'm bringing Lund, as I always do, my older son, Nathan Lund. But come see us at Hilarities in Cleveland last week of January. West Nyack, New York. What the fuck's going on over there? I'm taking a chance on you people. Baltimore, I'm at Magoobies. Phoenix, I'm coming. Levittown, New York. Traverse City, Fort Worth, Vancouver. I'm all over the goddamn road. And I'm bringing the dump truck-bodied behemoth himself, Nathan. Yeah. Oh, and hey, if you can do this, guys, if you have a social media account, just go ahead and share my special. Just share a link to it. That's a really helpful thing you can do because I want to get it over 1 million views before I do any promo on it. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting that special. It's been great.
Slurp it.